What's up guys, my name is Kenny and as you know it's Life with Kenny. Thank you guys for tuning into the channel. Today we're gonna be unboxing this bad boy. We have the Ridgid 12-inch miter saw here. We're gonna see how bad this bad boy is. I've been waiting a minute to get my hands on it. Finally got one. Now we're gonna see what it's capable of doing, alright? If you're new here, please remember, subscribe, like, comment. But yo, look, let's not waste any time. Let's get right into the video, okay? Can't find my knife. Heavy. Alright guys, so my first impression was this thing was packaged right. You already know Ridgid Spirit, no expenses coming in. Everything is safe and secured. Nothing seemed to be out of place. Nothing was damaged. Now we're about to unstrap these. I'm not a professional, let's get that out there right now. But your operator manual is always your best friend. If you don't know, just read the manual. I don't like to read. Who likes to read? Not everybody likes to read, so I'm just gonna figure this out as I go along. Like, it's not rocket science, right? Let's get rid of all of these zip ties and cardboards and styrofoam. All right, so that side is freed. Let's get this other side freed up. There we go. All right. Ooh, look at that bad boy go. Let's get into setting this bad boy up. I got a few things I could show you, all right? As I said, I'm not a professional. I do not work for Ridgid or any other company. This is just me doing something in my spare time, all right? So, I already took it out of the box, and I'll show you a few things as I go along. These two plates that I took out earlier, they're the fences for the miter saw. We're gonna install those in a minute. And I also have the dust bag here that we're gonna put in. And as I said, we got a 12-inch blade here, ready to go hunting. Alright, so let's get it in. So if you want to move the blade, guys, you have to lift the lever up. After you lift it up, you have to hit the bypass button here. You gotta hear that click. That click right there. And then you're able to slide it at whatever angle you want. Alright? That's it. And if you realize, we're at an angle here also, because this is where we get to angle our cuts if we're trying to do, like, you know, base trims or anything like that, moldings, crowning, anything like that. All right, and hold on. How you do that is, I'm gonna need both hands for this, but this one tightens it. You gotta pull this one out. You gotta, if you look at this one here, you gotta pull this lever up and unscrew. Make sure this is loose. Pull this one up, and then you're able to rotate it back and forth. I'll show you how to do that. So in my hands, I have the miter saw fences, and one's gonna go on the left and one's gonna go on the right. So if you look at the back right here, we have another screw that we could unscrew and tighten. So we're gonna put that in. We already untightened it, and it slides, all right? And there's some grooves back here that stop it from going all the way out. They correspond with these two grooves right here, one on each end. So we're gonna put that in. You do the same thing for the other side, so let's get on over to the other side and get the other side done. All right, so we have the dust bag here. If you have a shop vac, you can hook that up. In the back here, so this is the headlock pin right here, guys. And this is what controls the head of the saw right here, okay? So in order to get the head of the saw up, what you need to do is, you need to grab onto the handle, gotta apply pressure, push it down a little bit so the pin frees up, then you pull the pin out. Once you pull the pin out, you can let the pin go. The head comes up. And if you look on the Ridgid saw too, there are places where you cannot put your hands and it's marked with the no hand sign. I'm excited because this is the first Not the first, but yeah, it is the first. This is the first heavy duty machine that I've owned. I've used them before, but I haven't owned any. You don't have to buy this. It doesn't have to be your first buy. But anyway, they also gave us a clamp that I will never use. Let's get into installing the blade. So before we get the blade in, if you look in the back handle here, there is the key to get the blade in. And you don't want to lose this bad boy. So yeah, if it's right in there snug, can't get lost, can't fall out. But anyway, we're gonna use it to install the blade in a minute. All right, it's time to get the blade in, so let's do that. If you had a circular saw or any saw that you had to get a blade in, it's pretty much the same thing. Don't overthink it. All you gotta do is get the tool from in the back, carrying handle right here, the wrench, the blade wrench, right? And you're gonna have to open this bad boy up. If there's a way to hold this back, I don't see it, or I don't know about it. So if you know about it, let me know. If not, all you have to do is just prop it open while you do what you're doing, all right? And you know, if you put this in and just try to spin it, it's gonna spin. So what you do to hold it back, it stays. Look at that. What you do to hold it back, there's a button on the other side. So let's do that real quick. Everything is opposite when dealing with saws, you know, because it spins one way, so you have to turn it the other way. So it's the same thing with tightening it. Remember, you gotta press that button right there, and then you gotta tighten it. All right. All right, we're almost there, guys. Almost there. Just gonna put the bag back on. So this is the adjustable throat pallet for the saw, you know, for the blade to go down in if you want to get a clean cut right through. But then let me show you something that's pretty cool. So this right here is the depth controller, right? This little knob right here. So what happens is, if you want not to go through the entire thing, you could pull this out, you can do the measurements, and then if you realize, look, it stops it right from going all the way through. As I said, if you want to make a full cut, you could just simply push this back. It'll go all the way down, right? Or if you don't want to do that, which I think is easier, you could just unscrew this entire thing, which is gonna take a lot of time. So I think it's just easier to just push this back and forth, and you'll be able to just make clean cuts right through. All right. They want us to level the saw, so in order to level the saw, we're gonna unscrew the slide-in lock right here, untighten it. I tightened it earlier, so I just untightened it now. Then we're gonna push it back all the way. Once you push it back all the way, you're gonna tighten it once more. Right? After you tighten it, you're gonna depress the head of the saw. And remember, the same way to unlock it is the same way we're gonna lock it. You're gonna push this bad boy back in, and it's locked. And if you realize, then this is right here. The blade is right here. Everything is right here. This is the fence that we're gonna use to level everything off. All right. So what I need to do right now is to get my level. So let me grab that real quick. So I know I said I was gonna grab my level, but I meant to tell you guys that I was gonna grab my square. But earlier, what I had did was I had already leveled the saw against the fence. Sorry, I didn't catch that on the video. Alright guys, so as you can see, we set it up. I showed you what you needed to know. We're gonna give our first cut a go. Alright, and I got a piece of 2x4 here. Just gonna make a random cut. As I said, safety is most important, so please guys, make sure you're safe. Alright, I can't find my goggles, I don't know where they are. But anyway, let's give this bad boy a go. Alright. Beautiful. I'm in love. Cuts like a charm. It's like a hot knife through butter. And that's what I want. That's what I've been looking for. And now I know I have a lot of cuts that are going to be possible because of this miter saw. Thank you guys so much for watching. As I said, I'm so excited to be using this Ridgid 12-inch miter saw. I have a couple more Ridgid products that I'm going to review on my channel or set up on my channel. Nothing crazy because, as I said, I'm not a Ridgid employee. I just love Ridgid tools, and I'm going to be using them in a lot of DIYs coming soon to the channel. Thank you guys for sticking in and watching. And please remember to subscribe, hit that like button. Don't be a stranger, comment. I am not a professional. If you do have something to offer, some knowledge of something, did I do something wrong, or you want to just comment on something, just comment below. Remember to subscribe, remember to share, and I will be here. We're going to be making a few more cuts before the night falls, and we're going to be doing a lot of reviews on the channel. Not reviews and setting up, unboxing, whatever you want to call them. But please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. All right, Life with Kenny. Stay tuned.